your dad's legacy, showing this film, Shane, I really think that your father hasn't gotten his due as really one of the great movie stars that we've ever had. I really think he's such a great actor, and it's really a pleasure to see this auditorium, this theater filled to see one of his movies. When you look back on your dad's legacy, what are your thoughts about your dad, both as an actor and as a father?
Well, I think he was a fine actor, very much a minimalist. Always talked about the importance of what was going on behind your eyes, more than dialogue, more than anything else. And I talked to a lot of subsequent actors and stars that that really kind of went to school on that. And but he was a big star, and in being such a big star, you actually you didn't need anybody but that big star in a film. And a lot of his films didn't survive for just that reason. Mm-hmm. Spencer Tracy was a great actor, a great star, but you always had to put Spencer Tracy in a movie with Katharine Hepburn or with Clark Gable. Or you didn't have to do that with the big star. Now you might think back to somebody like Clint Eastwood prior to The Unforgiven and his directing. Remember all those movies like, Any Which Way You Can, and the one with the monkeys, and
the orangutans.
All of that stuff. Clint was a great big star. Clint was the biggest star in the world. You didn't need to do anything besides put Clint Eastwood in a movie and put his name up on a marquee and say Clint Eastwood. And Dad was that kind of a star, and not a lot of his movies survive. And it's unfortunate, because I think there are stories that Billy Wilder used to corner my brother and I and say, that son of a bitch, he turned down Double Indemnity, Sunset Boulevard.
Really?
Did your dad? Sabrina, Ace in the Hole. He turned down all of those. Now there was a logic to it. Billy Wilder was making movies at Paramount. They were smaller movies.
Right.
And Dad was the biggest star on the lot, so of course he would go to them with every one of them. But can you imagine had he done those movies? That legacy would have been something. So.
Did your dad did he feel confident in his stardom and his ability, or he was always kind of harking back that, hey, I can wake up tomorrow and all this is going to be gone, and is it really real anyway?
No, I think from the day he left Paramount, he felt that it was all going to be taken away from him at a moment's notice. He felt no sense of security, and felt that he'd lost his family, as I said before. And the people that cared about him and watched out for him. He still had my mother. He still had the family, which was very, very important to him. Mm-hmm. But it racked his confidence. It racked his self-esteem, and he started not taking care of himself, and unfortunately that led to an early death. So, like so many of these other guys do.
Yeah. Well, we have his wonderful legacy on film with this film and so many others, and I can't tell you how much, David, I appreciate you coming out here tonight.
Well, I appreciate all these people coming and seeing that. One of the reasons I'm here, I don't do this for, and come out. I love Dad in this movie so much. And I'm so thrilled that people get to see it, because it's been a little gem of a performance that's been hidden too long. So thank you all for coming to see this.
Thank you. Thank you. Put it together for David Ladd. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, David.